Good day and welcome to another edition of Outsider Genie, where we will be looking at the race meeting from Fairview today, the 21st of May 2021. For those people who are watching Outsider Genie for the first time, what Outsider Genie do is we do a form analysis and then we give you the punter horses that we think outsider selections that can either win or place. And you can then add that into your play in order to get the bigger payout. So if you want to receive this daily video, you can click subscribe now and ring the bell, and then you'll receive the video every day. You can also find us on Twitter, where we post this video as well every day. Our Instagram is not active at the moment, and our contact details is 083-5855-133. We also offer the daily service where we give you a form analysis selections. We give you exactas, trifectas, quartets. We give you our best bet of the day, value bets. Now, for those people who are maybe quartets players, I'll show you now the result. But yesterday in the first two races, we gave the quartet, and they paid nicely. So you can subscribe now to our package, and then you can get for 14 days for 175 Rand. And then if you sign up now till the end of the month, will be 200 Rand. Or you can use our base value package. This is for the champion season from now till the end of the champion season, which is 30th of July, 750, normal value 15. Now, please note that on major racing days, we will won't be doing the free preview, because on that day I do in-depth analysis of the races. I touch on more horses than I'm doing in this free preview, and therefore that video will then also only be available to subscribers. Then I've got a new service that I recently launched. That's for people who doesn't want exactas, trifectas, and quartets. They just want straight wins, horses that they can back. So I'm giving you 2 top bets a day, each way value bets. I give you 3 all-to-comes, a top all-to-come, a value all-to-come, and an outsider all-to-come. And I mean, the outsider all-to-come, you can expect that it doesn't come every day, but when it does, it really pays. And then for pick 6 players, we give you 3 pick 6s. One is our normal value, not more than 150 Rand for 1%. We give you a pick 6 that can be played for 5%, roundabout for about 200 Rand. And then we give you a pick 6 for 100%, which we build around our top and value bets, and you can then take the percentage that suits you. If you're a jackpot player, you can just take the 4 middle legs of the pick 6. Now, the cost for the service is 10 Rand a day. And that's irrespective if there are 1 or 2 meetings per day. So if there's 2 meetings per day, then you score. And if there's 30 days in a month, you also score, because the cost is 300 per month. You can currently subscribe to this from now till the end of May for 150, or from now till the end of June for 350, or you can subscribe for the rest of May, and June, July, and August will then be 700 Rand. So just let quickly have a look at yesterday's results. Yesterday in the first race, I gave you as an outsider selection number 10, Catch the Green Light. I said I think this horse can be improved. I also said in my preview, Naval Guard and Regent's Park, because Regent's Park finished way down in his first race, like 50 lengths. And I said I can't believe that run based on the breeding, and surely here the horse runs a better race, as that Naval Guard. We gave you the trifecta and the quartet. The trifecta 60 Rand box, and the quartet 360 Rand box for paid 6,000 Rand. And in the second race, we also gave you the quartet. We were strong on number 12, but he ran a bit out of steam. But the quartet still paid over 1,000 Rand. In race 3, our first selection was the number 1 horse, but that never featured. But we did give outsider selection number 10, Lady Amethyst, and that duly won at 13-2. Then in race 4, I said that you need to include number 4 Phoenix in all of your selections. And we were on number 7, Devilish Dancer. If you took that exacta, you would have collected 144 Rand just by following our advice. We also had the number 5 horse, Under 12, but we never had the number 9 horse, which upset the upper card. But for that would have been a nice, even I think 4, 7, and 5 would have paid a bit of money. But we did advise that number 4 is an improver, needs to be in all play, and that was a 12-1 on the tote. And here in the 5th race, our first selection was number 5, Imperial Master, that ran 4th. Yeah, but I was never on number 8, Trent Master, so I can't claim anything on that. And here number 6, race number 6. You know, guys, sometimes you sit and you do your selections, and I was sitting between 2 minds on number 6, Twice the Act, and number 8, Chevron. And on the end of the day, I decided that number 6 was just a better handicap horse, and number 8 was relatively out on the handicap. And you know, I'm a form analyzer, and a part of my form analysis is handicap. So unfortunately, I didn't win for the number 6 horse, which ran 2nd. Then here in number 7, we gave you the number 6, Grand Garden. I said the horse can run well. In our pick 6, we only had the 6 and the 9, which was the original favorite. Surely a surprise is this horse, number 12, Teleangus, which you're going to have to watch in the future, because this distance was way too short and he ran on nicely at the end. And then the last race, wow, that race, I haven't seen something like this for a long time. I think there was not more than a half length between 6 horses. Any horse could win, but when the photo was taken, number 14 was the winner. But we had number 12, number 4, and number 2, but we never had a number 14 horse. But now, you know, you might have been say, listen, I like number 14, and then you added our selections, and you would have hidden this payouts. I haven't seen this for a long time. Well, the other day there was exacta paid 800 Rand, 667, 13,000 for the trifecta, 196 for the quartet. And yeah, and even there was a carryover in the quartet. So it just shows you what a huge result this was. Yeah, and then if you can have a look at it, I mean, when last did you see a payout, a PA paying nearly 9 grand? The pick 6 was a 430,000 Rand carryover. Yeah, no, the last jackpot, 34,000 Rand. What a day. So let's now move on to Fairview. Hopefully today it will be better than at the Vaal racetrack yesterday. Today they're running on the turf track at Fairview. And sorry, I forgot to set up my my stuff here. I apologize about that. So here in the first race is a juvenile. I'm not going to, it's a juvenile over 1,400 meters. And I'm not going to do selections on that, but I'll give you the betting. Number 7, 8 to 10, Peace in Our World. Jean Paul, 28 to 10. Alcoholic, 8 to 1, 8 to 1, Consolation Code. 14 to 1, Redalp Secret. Arctic Advance, 16 to 1, Twice as Courageous, 16 to 1. Mars Marigold, 40 to 1, and 66 to 1. Master Mate. In race 2, our selections, well, the betting, not now, the betting is number 1, 6 to 10, Blinking. Life in Mars, 4 to 1. Al Kazim, 8 to 1, 12 to 1, Royal Shining. Shades of Blue, 13 to 1, 16 to 1. Pearl of Africa, 16 to 1, 18 to 1, and Better the Rest. So here in race number 2, our first selection is the number 1 horse. One can't, but you know, you have to go with this horse. This horse has got the form. I mean, yeah, this horse ran in a 90 behind Seeking the Stars. Wow, I mean, Dollar Brand ran second to Dollar Brand. Dollar Brand last week was my outright selection. It ran a really good race. So I think the form here, number 1, Blinking King, they're going to be hard to beat this horse. Then for Outsiders, I went with numbers 2 and 3. Royal Shining, also a horse that's always running there and thereabouts, has only run on a turf once, but you know have the form to perform. So want to include, as well as number 3, Al Kazim, has been running places, getting the -2, certainly inclusion. And then number 4, Life on Mars, also coming from Cape Town, actually the same stable, but it might be that number 1 and 4 can actually find out this fight out this finish. Lyle Hewitson, I see he's now riding for Gavin Smith more and more. I'm not sure what the situation is with Marco. And then 5, King of the Moment, also has been running places, needs to be included. So then we move on to the next race, race 3, which is a maiden plate fillies and mares over 1,200 meters. And here the betting is as follows. Number 3, Rooibos 19-2, Jungle Promise 3-1, Shahidi 4-1, Sheba Darling 7-1, 10-1, East Coast Star 14-1, Bigger Lows, and 20-1, and Bolt Leah and Gold Alley 40-1, and better the rest. So here in race 3, my first selection is here down at the bottom, which is number 12, Jungle Promise. It's Doubt Promise, Jungle Minister says Lyle Hewitson, and although, you know, for drawn 12, remember it's down the straight. This horse has run some fair races, and he's a 2-year-old, and but I think we're going to be too strong for this bunch of maidens. With the biggest respect to the owners and trainers, not a very strong field here. Here, number 13, one of my outsider selections, a Stable Companion, getting the -2, ran just behind, under a length behind the race and sound check. And I'm sure number 13, Sheba Darling, can also be there when the photos are taken. My other outsider selection is number 5, Bigger Lows. Bigger Lows is coming from KwaZulu-Natal, where he ran just one place behind Color the World. But again, last time out 5-6 lengths behind Galactico. The form not strong, but maybe Ziesman Oosthuizen can get his horse to improve a little bit. Number 4, Shahidi, is also a horse that's in with a chance. Have been running a few places and certainly must be included. Yes, the favorite, number 3, Rooibos. I see Richard Fourie today riding for Alan Greep, and has been running on, has been running a few places, but I mean, this is not a form that I would rush to take 19-10. That is for sure. The horse is not, in my eye, definitely not a certain bet. Has had 10 runs for 2 seconds and 3 firsts. So he's always there and thereabout, but I think the number 12 horse definitely will be improving and might be too strong. Then we move on to race number 4, which is a conditioned plates, fillies and mares over 2,000 meters. And here the betting is number 4, Milford to 28-10, First Street 7-2, Caliandra 4-1, Flame Tree 4-1, Meerkat 8-1, Under the Mistletoe 11-1, 14-1, Onesie, and better the rest. Now, Aspen Homer, when you look at the plate, you go against the best weighted Flame Tree, Caliandra, First Street, Meerkat, Under the Mistletoe. Those are the handicap. Now, if you have a look, you'll see that the average rating here is C74. Now, here a favorite, I'm just going to talk about a favorite, is Mifford 2. Now, Mifford 2 has been running in 68, 57, 64, now running in a 74, which is quite a steep rise in class. Has got Lyle Hewitson on board for Gavin Smith, but last time was beaten in an E division 62. Now he's running against some useful horses that has run against much stronger opposition. And here my selection is number 2, Caliendra. If you have a look at this horse, has run 84, 85, 91s against Wallace Simpson, Miss Orange. Miss Orange is a useful performer. Beat American Express in an 86. So please, guys, I know, you know, that the horse is improving, but he is taking on serious opposition. And my selection today, and I think this is a horse that's going to be hard to beat, is number 2, Kaliendra. If you have a look here, American Princess is run against Free Time, eventually beat Sovereign Secret. Sovereign Secret ran in the future in the Cape the other day. Miss Orange came out and beat a horse that's running today. Here in the 5th race, number 1, Adyab. So surely this horse has been running against useful opposition. Now today find her in a conditions plate where the top one is number 6, Flame 3. But I think Flame 3 might just need another run or two, and certainly doesn't even have the better jockey on board. But although it has run some good races and can definitely be a contender in this field, and there's no doubt about that. But I think for me, the better selection is number 2, Kaliendra. And then other selections I like is number 3, Green Dragon, also a Greef inmate. That's been running well. Also, there you see the Miss Orange form. There's the Jagger Moon form. How that form turns around. Jagger Moon is now, I saw this week, is going up like to 108. Now you want to put the Mifford 2 against these horses and expect him to beat them. I mean, it's a 3-year-old filly running against top performance. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm going to have egg on my face. It has happened in the past. But I think also Green Dragon, also a horse that can, perform in this division. And then number 7, Under the Mistletoe. They thought this horse is good enough to go and put it against War of Athena. We all knew what was going to happen. But before that, she ran in this false future behind horses like Musical Glitz. And I think also won a maiden in KwaZulu-Natal. He's carrying 50 minus 2.5, carrying 47.5. Surely that is a huge advantage, because if you look at the top horses, they're carrying like 56, 50, 60, 55.5, Mifford 54. So he's giving 6 kilograms to a horse like Under the Mistletoe. So surely I think, in my mind, I'm sticking with number 2, Kaliendra. Then we move on to race number 5, which is another pinnacle stake over 2,000 meters. And here the favorite is number 1, Adyab, 9-10, Aruna Just 7-2, Rockalo 5-1, Seeking Wisdom 9-1, American Landing 10-1, 14-1, Pablo Alta, San Verde 18, and 55-1, Meerkat. Now here, the best weighted is number 1, Adyab, and he should win this race. Was beaten last time by Miss Orange. But before that was then beat Miss Orange again. So this form is strong. Went to Joburg the other day, but didn't perform well. Now coming back. The one horse that I am scared of is number 4, Aranjas. This horse has got a form, has been in the same races behind Miss Orange. I do feel that, was just behind Adyab in the race behind Miss Orange. About a length or so behind, and can definitely get a blow in, I think. Here, another horse that you need to watch is number 3, American Landing. Over this course and distance, has 3 runs, 1 second and a third, but certainly can perform. And it does seem that number 3, American Landing, prefer the turf to the poly. That is for sure. He is not a horse that likes the poly. So when back on turf, you need to watch. This horse is a serious runner today, American Landing. And then we move to race number 6, which is the betting world merit at 88 handicap over 1,000 meters. And here the betting is as follows. Number 4, Stranger Danger, 13-10. Broadside, 20-10. Winning it, 9-2. Nasvar, 11-2. 12-1, Kingston Rock, and 14-1 Regal Graduation, and 30-1 Boxcar. Now here my first selection is the number 3 horse. Now here in race 6, we're running here in a C82. This horse has run in A divisions, computer form sprint, 106, Bold Respect, Down to Zero, Trip to Heaven. You know, guys, Captain Highside, Bull Ransom, Salon Queen. Okay, has been off for 167 days. I really think last time out, the 1470 was just too far for this horse. I see this horse making a respiratory noises. So maybe they can say that, say that straight. Francois Harold, he's hungry for winners. And I think that number 3, Navarre, Neifer, is going to be a huge runner today. I mean, this horse is 6 years old. He's only had 18 runs. And I really think that he can definitely be a contender in this race, number 3, Navarre. Then for outsider selection, I want to have a look at number 1, Regal Graduation. Now, Regal Graduation seems to be favoring longer distances. But I see here, his horses ran against Filippo in a 1,200 meters, and here another 1,200 meters behind the Wam at the Val. But now, guys, I've seen so many times that you think a horse is suited to a longer distance, and then at the end of the day, this horse comes off a rest, he's fresh, and it might just be that this horse can probably win this race. The other day, Jock Stable had a horse, I can't remember the name now, which was also 1,600, 1,800 horse, and then they put this horse over 1,000 meters, and he won it, I think 53-1. So anything is possible in racing, so do include into your play. Broadside definitely enough a chance, has got ability, and has run a few places, not without a chance in this race today. Stranger Danger is the favorite, has been running constantly. This horse has never been out of the places further than third, and probably is a worthy favorite. Lyle Hewitson on board, and I mean, it will not be a shock if this horse win. But yeah, there are horses that can beat him. Winging It is also doing well, but carrying another half kilogram weight. Has been running in lesser division, but is running well. But I think in this division today, they're just going to be too strong for it. We then move on to race number 7, which is a 2-year-old Dahlia plate listed over 1,200 meters. And here the betting is 9-10, whatever next, 18 to 10 Northern Sound, Pot Sox 8-1, Cruiser Door 10-1, Safari Blue 10-1, and 40-1 Old Glory and Aqua Berry. Now, guys, I can tell you now that I have seen in the Western, on Eastern Cape over the years, they line up these 2-year-olds 9-10 in a field that the horse doesn't even place. So, yeah, number 3, whatever, beat Northern Sound last time. But this horse has got a tendency to lose at the all 3 he starts, lost 2 lengths, slow, awkward start. And that is not a good sign for me. Therefore, my strong selection is number 2, Northern South. He did run second to whatever next. But the horse was hanging in from the 200 meters. And I'm sure if Lyle Hewitson can straighten this horse and he's not hanging around, I'm sure he's got a beating of number 3, whatever next. I'd really just like the look of it. This horse is finishing well. Last time out, I think taking him to the front might have been a mistake. It might have been better to just sit with him second or third and let the horse runs on, because he has got, in his previous race when he beat Big Falls, he came from behind, one going away by 3.5 lengths. And I would think that probably would be the better option. Everything is going to depend on the start that whatever next gets. But then also number 4, Safari Blue, also won his maiden very well. So certainly, although over the 1,400 meters, over the 1,200 meters, but was behind the stable companion when he beat Big Falls. Cruisador also won his first 2 that day when he beat Zackpot Assassin. I actually had the whole of 20 rand on this horse at 15-1. But yeah, he ran behind whatever next. But, as I said, the 2-year-olds, they improve. Everything can happen. Surely I won't be rushing to take 9-10. And then you have a horse here called Pot Sox. That's a filly, getting minus 3.5. And she also won well And that horse has won since again. So the definitely, I think also a filly who has got some potential. Then we move to the last race, race 8 over the 1400 meters. And here the betting is as follows. Number 1, Dirty Mantini 2-1, Moon Game 2-1, Walder Astoria 7-1, Sila Lyle 8-1, 9-1, Mighty Sport, Teofila 10-1, 20-1, and better the rest. Now here in my selection, I'm going for number 10, Mighty Smart. Now when you look at the form, you'll probably think that this horse needs some further, but this horse has got some speed, and I think over the 1400 meters running a bit fresh, that can be to his advantage. Has run against some stronger position than his meeting here, and I think the Duncan Mackenzie stable is in form. Francois Harold is hunger for winners, starting from day one. Mighty Smart might be too smart for them in this field. For outsider selections, I'm going for number 3, which is Sila Lyle. This horse has had one on the turf. Last time out, won well, came from way behind, running on strongly from draw 2. Definitely the 1400 won't be a problem. And definitely number 3, Sila Lyle, in with a chance. Then my other outsider selection is number 6, which is Teofila. This horse has also been running there and thereabouts. 2 runs back, ran 4th behind Aqua Delta in a C Division 79. Last time out, I was hanging in over 1,000 meters, and I've just got a feeling by this horse by Irish Flame out of a Silvano May, the 1400 meters is definitely going to suit us. Has run once over the distance on the poly, but now on turf, this horse will be running on Richard Ferry on board. Definitely inclusion in all of your bets. Then I want to have a look at number 2, which is Moon Game. Also a horse that's game, always there and thereabouts. Certainly also in with a chance, Louis Makotsa on board. So that brings us to the end of your preview. I really hope I could point you in the right direction for a few winners. And as I always say, break a leg.